that? One scene.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely inconvenience.
Welcome everyone to Small Zero. Get ready for the ride!
Greetings and salutations. My name is Ryan Cam, and welcome to Small Zero. We're back talking about all things movies. We got a lot of news to talk about. Someone gave Stephen Colbert a Lord of the Rings movie. The Harry Potter series trailer dropped. And The Rock looks like a slapped ass in the Moana teaser trailer, but we'll get to all of that. First up is Matt Wyatt. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited, especially the Harry Potter trailer. I'm really excited to talk about that.
Yeah. And also, 3D Movie Cinema, Jake Collins. How are you? He's frozen. That's how he is. But Matt, we're here. It's been a very eventful couple days for a lot of people, and I technically
I don't know why I froze up. I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, there you are.
This is for you, Jake.
You're late, man. Always late.
I was on the business end of that.
Yeah, I'm doing well. But I'm excited. I'm ready. Me and Matt are ready to talk about all things spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking froze up again, didn't I?
Well, we don't want to talk about spoilers because he has not seen the show.
All right, hey, I'll tell you. If I freeze up again, let me know, and I'll just jump to my laptop.
Okay.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the Daredevil Born Again season 2. I'm excited for the frickin' what's it called? The frickin' Harry Potter trailer. The Harry Potter. If it wasn't 100 degrees outside, I would be wearing my Harry Potter sweatshirt I got for Christmas this year. I would literally be wearing that. But it's 100 degrees, and I don't want to be sweating. Especially, I had to turn my air conditioner off so that way y'all could hear me. And I'm just like, I'm excited. He's like, well, you don't look like you're excited. You look like you're on death's doorknob.
Well, you
excited. Well, I do look like I got food poisoning, so there's that. So.
Well, speaking of Harry Potter, we might as well get into that first.
Weekend box office.
Or, well, yes, that is true. First, let's get into weekend box office stuff.
Okay.
I'm forgetting the layout already. What are we doing? But thanks to everyone watching live. Jeremiah, I saw your comments earlier. Thank you so much for joining. We do appreciate it.
Okay, on to the box office. It seems to me that Project Hail Mary shatters box office expectations with 140.9 million globally. So, and we have a liftoff, Project Hail Mary, a space set epic starring Ryan Gosling as a science teacher who is tasked with saving the planet, rocketed to 140.9 million at the global box office. Those ticket sales include 60.4 million for 82 international markets, as well as 80.5 million in North America. It's the largest debut of the year, ahead of Scream 7 with 33.1 million overseas and 97.2 million worldwide, as well as the biggest start ever for Amazon MGM, above 2023's Creed 3 with 41.8 million overseas and 100.4 million worldwide. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, best known for 21 Jump Street and the Lego Movie, directed the $200 million budget film, which follows a former molecular biologist who unwittingly embarks on an intergalactic mission to salvage the world from extinction. The story is adapted for the best-selling novel by author Annie Weir, whose other astronaut adventure, The Martian, was the basis for Ridley Scott's 2015 blockbuster starring Matt Damon. That film ignited to 54 million domestically and ended its box office run with mighty 630 million globally, not adjusted for inflation. So, what did you think of this whole box office numbers, and how much it took everybody surprised by that box office numbers? Starting with you, Ryan.
Could not have happened to a nicer movie, because this movie's awesome. And make no mistake, it's one of those movies I just have not been able to escape all week. Like I'm on Instagram, and like I can't go a single day without seeing a Project Hail Mary edit with "Sign of the Times" by Harry Styles on there. Like you just can't escape it. But it's a really good movie, and I'm just happy that it's getting the love that it deserves. The movie's way better than The Martian.
What about you, Jake?
I haven't seen the movie yet, and look, here's the thing about me. I'm like Ryan when it comes to watching Daredevil. I'm like almost the last person to watch it.
You're late, man. Always late.
Damn.
I honestly should have known that you were gonna put that. But you're late, but yeah. But no, I'm actually I'm really excited to watch it. I'll probably wait till it comes out on streaming to watch it, because I just don't know if I'm gonna go watch it, because I feel like this is a movie that's going to be out next month on like Amazon. You know, like by May 1st, should be like out. Although I will say this about Phil Lord and Chris Miller: this is what they should deserve.
Yeah,
they deserve that, because I mean, honestly, to put an original movie in theater, well, it's an adaptation of a book, but still to put something that's original in theaters, that's not Scream or Spider-Man or Avatar. You know, and to put that in theaters and it to make a lot of money. I mean, what it did. And look, they're already said they're planning on making the next book, Artemis or whatever. And so, like, they're committed to making another one, in which they said that they still, like, they're doing victory laps and saying, yeah, we pitched the Flash movie, but they really didn't want our pitch. He said they liked our pitch, but they wanted to go in a comedic direction. So I was like, so they were like, so they're keeping their pitch tight to the belt. They wouldn't even reveal really what it is. They said, we're going to get it. We think we're confident we're going to get the movie, like, you know, in the future when James Gunn's ready to make splash.
Meanwhile, the Flash movie we actually got.
Oh, fuck.
I agree. Yes, that is 100%. It's a great Batman movie, but a terrible Flash movie.
But anyway, from my opinion, this really exceeded the expectations for the opening box office, especially when they showed the fan screening that had a great word of mouth. I didn't really have that high expectations before going in, but when I watched the film in a theater, you cannot wait for it to go to streaming. I will tell you this right now, this is a movie made to be in theaters. It's an experiential event. It had a lot of heart, great writing, well directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Definitely and I just say this from the first viewing, this is definitely one of the best science fiction movies, space movies, that we had since The Martian and Interstellar. And it had great writing with Juger.
And I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you he Ouchie!
That's what you get for being an asshole. But I will say, let's go see this in theater, Jake. I know that you want to wait, but this is a movie you don't want to miss in theaters. It's worth seeing in either an IMAX or Dolby Cinema. And I saw this.
I don't have an IMAX theater near me, so I might have to just go to the Cinemark and see it.
Okay, yeah, but definitely, I would say this is the one you got to watch in theaters for sure.
Well, there's nothing coming out until like May, so I guess there's. Oh yeah, The Mummy. By the way, that movie comes out like next week or so? The next week or the week after?
Really?
Yeah,
seriously?
I think it comes out like the first or second week of April. Like,
you might. All right. I don't think anybody really cares about the new Mummy movie.
I just forgot. Like my friend Darnell, he's got a screening for the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I'm like, no one's talking about that movie even.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like it's going to get glossed over by Project Hail Mary, and I think it will do a lot better on the second weekend. It probably get a little bit of drop, but it might stay at the number one spot. But it all depends of how well the Mummy's going to do. But if it's really that bad, and I don't think people are going to gloss over it.
Just for the sheer word of mouth that this has gotten, like this movie is going to be in theaters a very long time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if MGM announced tomorrow that they're going to do another sequel. Probably not a movie sequel. Probably they'll wait for the book to come around and then they adapt it into a sequel. But I wouldn't be surprised if the sequel gets greenlit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm really happy for Ryan Gosling because I know he had the Fall Guy that was a stinker. I mean, he hasn't had his hit since Barbie, and so like, yeah, and so you're like, he needs a hit, and I'm hoping this is like going to be his first big hit because I know he was like, people are like wondering, oh, is Gosling? Oh, like people are like that. Shane Gillis, play the clip. Shane Gillis.
Hang on.
Oh, fuck.
Like that with his movie career right now. Like, oh, the last three movies he made, that's what they were like. And then on top of that, wasn't he supposed to do an Oceans prequel movie with Margot Robbie? And now he pulled out of that, which that right there was the smartest move possible.
Wait a minute. There was going to be an Oceans prequel. Okay, I need to play this clip.
Come on, man, that's garbage.
Leave the Oceans movies alone, please.
They're making it. Guess who's directing it and starring in it now? Ryan Gosling pulled out. It was supposed to be the director of Twisters was going to direct it, and Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie were going to star. Ryan Gosling pulled out, and guess who's going to play Margot Robbie's love interest? Bradley Cooper.
That's not terrible, actually.
He's directing it too.
Again, that's not. I mean,
Wait, Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, he's directing the Oceans prequel. Yeah,
so there's that.
he's going to play George.
I thought they were supposed to direct a sequel to the Ocean's 13.
No, someone else is directing that. No, Bradley Cooper is not Bradley Cooper is directing the prequel. I know people are like misconstruing.
Well, I know they were going to do a prequel, but I could have sworn that they announced they were going to do a sequel to Ocean's 14.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel and a prequel. That ain't that fucking crazy. Just like with Lord of the Rings, they're doing a prequel and a sequel. That right there is gonna fuck a lot of people's minds. It's like, what's a clip we have for that? I know you guys want a clip. I know Matt's searching. He's like, what kind of clip is that? Ryan's already found it. He's like, I got it.
No,
But-
I've missed the crucial part of this conversation, so I'm just going to play this.
He's flying on rooftops! He's flying on rooftops! That's what I just said, Phil!
I hope that makes sense.
But no, I'm just saying, like, really, I'm just saying that's really what it is right now. It's a prequel and a sequel, okay? You know, and I think that's the problem, like, you know, and everything. And I think really we need to figure this out. Like, does anyone give a shit about Oceans that doesn't star George Clooney and Brad Pitt and Matt Damon? Does anyone give a shit about that?
If they do a sequel that with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, then they care more about that. But then the prequel, not so much. They
Like,
try
no
to
one
do.
gives a shit about
They try to
Ocean's
do.
8. Ocean's 8 was. Remember how they were gonna do Oceans 9, 10? Remember that? You know what's that name? Remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
It's like
Nowadays, at the thoughts of there being an Oceans 9 and 10.
that Ocean movie. Ocean's 8 came out in 2018. 2018.
The only thing I remember from that is is for the trailer they made like a remixed version of These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra.
I remember that.
And you know what the Ocean's 8 reminded me of that marketing, like Ghostbusters, the reboot of Ghostbusters.
Oh,
remember
like the late 2010s where it's like, girls are cool, guys.
They just no, but here's the thing: it's not about having girl power. They just did that for the wrong reason.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
It's not. I will say. I think honestly, I didn't hate Ocean's 8, but I'm like, it's just not as good as even take the worst Ocean's, Ocean's 12.
It's
Ocean's
fine.
12 is the worst one, but Ocean's 12 is still better than Ocean's 8.
I mean, I was never really the biggest Oceans guy. I mean, I got to watch these three movies if I still feel the same, if I still like it or not like it, but who knows? But I was never really
hate Ocean's 12. I think Ocean's 12 does not have a plot at all. Ocean's 12 is just George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and all hanging out, and then a small, tiny bit of a plot, and it's like, what? Like, this is a plot. Ocean's 13 actually has a plot.
I watched Ocean's 13 at the drive-in many times, and I always keep falling asleep to that movie because I was kind of bored
They
watching
fake an
that.
earthquake. Fake an earthquake. That's what's so great about that movie. But yeah,
coming next to the channel Oceans Talk, where we talk about all the Oceans movies, and then we rate all of the oceans on the planet: Indian, Atlantic, Pacific.
What was the which one is the Gulf of Mexico in? Oh, I'm sorry, Gulf of America. Which one's that in?
Well, somewhere south. But what did you all think of Project Hail Mary if you have seen it? If you're watching the edited clips, let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. But let's get to this news. Let's get into Lord of the Rings, and they gave it to Colbert, apparently. Oh, goodness gracious me.
Okay, first off, Stephen Colbert. Look, I used to love watching the Colbert Report, and I feel like that was a funny character to watch because and I honestly, I wish he would be. I thought when he got late night back in like 2018 or what was it, 2015 or 16, I thought that was a great choice because I'm like the Colbert Report's so funny, and now I'm just like, does anybody? I have not met anyone that's ever sat down and said, "Oh yeah, I watched the Stephen Colbert show with Lee." I'm like, no. But he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and he actually has a degree in Tolkienology.
I will. Let's get to that. Let's get to that story.
Yeah, read it.
Yep. Warner Brothers has revealed that Stephen Colbert and his son are developing a brand new Lord of the Rings movie. The announcement came Tuesday night, the studio's various social media accounts. The video announcement opened with Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson giving a quick update about the next film in the fantasy franchise, Andy Serkis, The Hunt for Gollum. Jackson said of the project, which is set for the release in 2027, Andy is doing a terrific job. It looks amazing. The script is coming together really well, and I think it's going to be a really good film. Was what Peter Jackson said. Jackson then teased his very special partner who will help develop the next film after The Hunt for Gollum, The Lord of the Rings: Shadow of the Past. That partner is none other than the Late Show host Colbert, who Jackson patched in through a video call. Colbert, a vocal Tolkien fanatic, then explained that the plot of this movie will come from the chapters of the Fellowship of the Ring that didn't make it into Jackson's 2001 adaptation. And to quote, "You know what the books mean to me and what your films mean to me," Colbert told Jackson. But the thing I found myself reading over and over again were the 6 chapters early on in the Fellowship of the Ring that y'all never developed into the first movie back in the day. It's basically the chapter 3 is company, chapter 3 through Fog on the Barrow Downs. And I thought, oh, wait, maybe that could be its own story that could fit into the larger story. Could we make something that was completely faithful to the books while also being faithful to the movies that you guys had already made? The late night host said that after coming up with his idea, he discussed with his son, screenwriter Peter McGee, and worked out a framing device for the film. After the groundwork was laid, Colbert called Jackson, and over the last 2 years, they've worked with screenwriter Philippa Boyens to develop the script, which is the writer from the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, in case you guys didn't know that. The film's official long line reads 14 years after the passing of...
She also...
Yeah, here's the official synopsis for the sequel. 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter, Eleanor, has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was very nearly lost before it even began. The new Lord of the Rings project marks Colbert's first foray into blockbuster development. However, it is not his first collaboration with Jackson. Colbert had a small role in the 2013's The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. He also directed Jackson, as well as The Lord of the Rings, stars Ian McKellen, Viggo Mortensen, and Elijah Wood in the 2019 short film Darren Gorn, which it is set in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle Earth. For me, I'm going to give my official thoughts on this whole Colbert collaboration. At first, I thought it was a little bit of an April Fool's joke at first, but it seems to me that after reading this full news, at first I was very on the fence with it, but then after reading this whole thing, it kind of makes sense because what you said, Jake, earlier, that he is a big J.R.R. Tolkien fan fanatic, and they had 2 years to work on the script and give it to pitch to Jackson, to Warner Brothers, and they were like, no, this script looks great. The pitch is a great idea, and he's not the only one writing the script. Peter Jackson's going to be helping him, even his son, Stephen Colbert's son. They're both collaborating together, so it's not really just about him doing it alone. And they had 2 years to work on this whole pitch, and they wouldn't have announced anything if it wasn't ready, if it wasn't this good. So, Jake, I want to give your opinion on this whole Stephen Colbert news.
First off, wouldn't it have been really funny if he would have did all that work and everything, without even talking to Peter Jackson. They went up to Peter Jackson. All right, we got this story treatment. Here's all the stuff. And Peter Jackson goes, yeah, we're not interested. Like, that would have been so funny.
I mean, here's it would have been a lot of red flag if they just suddenly announced out of nowhere. But no, they literally said that they had 2 years to work on the script, and they weren't not ready to announce it yet until a couple of since last night.
Imagine if he would have got the Adam Driver and what's his name, the director that we got the Ocean's director, Steven Soderbergh. Imagine if they would have got the Adam Driver and Steven Soderbergh treatment from Disney, like how they Warner Bros. Gave them that treatment, where it's like, yeah, we're good, we don't want to make this. Really? We worked all this stuff on. We thought we were going to get a green light. Yeah, we're not interested, so get the fuck out. You know? Imagine if that was how it was. Yeah, like, but yeah, I honestly, yeah, I'm really excited to see this and everything. My thing is this is a sequel to Lord of the Rings. This is actually set after Return of the King. This is like Force Awakens, essentially, to Lord of the, like, Star Wars was Force Awakens. This is like literally, which, by the way, that name is fucking stupid. Like, it's
but I will say, at least it's with the same people that did work on the trilogy, especially with Peter Jackson.
On The Hobbit too, as well. So don't get your.
And they also had the writer who did the first 3 Lord of the Rings trilogy working on the script for this movie. She's
done, like, if everybody you forget, Matt, she's did every single Lord of the Ring and Hobbit movie. Like, she literally, anytime there's a if there's a she's also writing The Hunt for Gollum.
Like, yeah, you're totally right. If here's the thing, if The Hunt for Gollum actually turns out to be great, and even though I was very on the fence, and Jake, that I have been very on the fence.
They start shooting like next week or the week after in a couple weeks. Like,
you're totally right. Yeah. And if this actually delivers, then it gives me a little bit more faith to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I completely agree that they should start doing a sequel instead of just keep doing prequels left and right. Like, come on.
They never finished. J.R. Tolkien never finished a full treatment for the second book. He was going to make another book called, I think, like something. He was going to make a sequel. I forget what it's called, but he was writing a treatment for a sequel to Return of the King, but he died. And so and it was such a small treatment that they never ever got past, but I'm curious because, by the way, can you imagine you write a bunch of extra shit like, okay, this is what I think happens in this at the end of the Fellowship of the Return of the King. All these books, you're writing all this stuff in like backlogs of, oh, this is what I think happens 14 years after Return of the King, and then one day studios are like, all right, we're gonna take your treatment. It's like, I guarantee his son was like, fuck. Why was my dad just an extra writer? He's like, why, Dad? You couldn't have wrote just the fucking book itself. You had to write like 10 side stories.
Coming up on So You Think You Can Live with Brian.
That's exactly how Christopher Tolkien feels.
Like that.
Well, I don't think he can feel anything now. He's dead, but like, I think at the time he was probably like, Dad, really? You had to write like 7 different side stories in these books? Now, like he made The Hunt for Gollum a side story. Literally, he wrote literally all this stuff. Which the only thing that, like, you know, even in they said that the what's it called, the Amazon show.
Oh yeah, the Rings of Power.
That's based off of like side stories also in the books. And I'm just thinking, really, like I said, the Tolkiens really are just
Thank you for making me remember that was a thing that exists.
Twitter's been roasting this like announcement. People have been you won't believe the first person when that announcement came was the first person to comment. The first person. Who do you think is the biggest hater online?
I'd rather not call anyone out.
I'm not calling out. Starts with an N. You know who? I'll see a picture. But the person that called it out first, they actually made me laugh. I said, I will laugh what they say. I laugh, and they're like, I said, oh man, they're trying to give Rings of Power They're trying to give Rings of Power a run for their money. for competing on who can be worse or who can be.
But it wouldn't even matter because it's done by Amazon, and this is more of the continuation of the whole Peter Jackson universe of the Lord of the Rings. So,
and also, the funny part is the Tolkien, Christopher Tolkien, before he passed away, he said he liked Rings of Power, He actually liked Rings of Power because he actually gave them their blessing, and they actually, in fact, his only complaint was do not let Peter Jackson near Rings of Power because they were going to give him the scripts, but then Christopher Tolkien said do not give him the scripts because we don't like him. And I'm like,
he only made billions of dollars, man.
Like, yeah, but they don't like their Lord of the Rings
movies. He actually had, and also. You had him win. He's got a fucking trilogy that won so many Academy Awards. Even The Return of the King had the most wins ever. Best Picture and Best Director. You best be kissing Peter Jackson's ass. I don't give a shit if you don't like him. I'm sorry.
But they don't like Peter Jackson because they feel like he butchered his father's work. Which, by the way, J.R.R. Tolkien has always been nice about it. Whenever they made that cartoon Lord of the Ring film and the Hobbit movie, the animated film, Tolkien loved those things. He said, they're not faithful to my story, but I really like them. I said, they're fun little movies that kids can watch and enjoy, and he said, I like it. He said, the more stuff that's out there, people can enjoy, which, by the way, and you're basically, I guarantee you, if he was alive when the Fellowship came out, he would probably have liked it. He would have said, I enjoyed it, Yeah. You know what? It also makes them more money because guess what? They still make money from Lord of the Rings, the books. So they're making, by any time a movie comes out, you're making a shitload of money because people want to buy, Tolkien fans want to buy more Lord of the Ring books. Every time, like when The Hobbit came out, remember how they had the pictures of Martin Freeman opening a door? That was the cover of the book and the poster. Mm-hmm. So people were buying those covers of the book just to have Martin Freeman on their book cover of The Hobbit. People want to watch those. And you're just making money. You're shitting on Peter Jackson because of that, which, by the way, Stephen Colbert, regardless of how you feel about him politically or not, I'm excited. He's a Tolkien fan. He is a fanboy Tolkien. He has a degree in Tolkienology. He understands it, okay? I have faith in him as a writer for Lord of the Rings. The only thing is, though, it also helps. I honestly think the biggest thing that people are brushing aside is it's a sequel to Return of the King.
Plus, he's not doing it alone. He's not the only one writing this script, dude.
I wouldn't be shocked if Peter Jackson comes back to direct it. I would not be shocked.
Me neither.
Because it's a sequel, and also, I'm sure any day, I'm sure by the end of this year, they'll probably announce Sean Astin and Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan are joining the cat, reprising their roles.
Or Viggo Mortensen, because he's still around. In that time period, it's 14 years. But we already know that Frodo is no longer around. Even Gandalf and Galadriel and Viggo Mortensen's character.
You can be in the Hunter Golem, but you can be in the Hunter Golem, but not Shadows of the Past.
Because the last time we saw them, they're out in the Grave Havens, and there's no way that they're going to be turning back into Middle Earth. It's a one-way trip, so they're definitely not going to come back for the sequel. That's for sure.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, Hugo Weaving is like with a. It's like that Ben Affleck meme with a cigarette, like. I got to go back to New Zealand and shoot 3 fucking movies as Elrond. Fuck.
Well, giving my thoughts, I do not like this. And let me be clear. I've always disliked Stephen Colbert. He has never done anything for me. Like I've stubbed my toe and on the bed frame, and that was funnier than anything that he's. But I digress. I don't care what degree that he has. This is just a bad idea. And this whole thing of taking side stories from these books and what's next? You gonna get a story of the one time Aragorn took a dump in the woods and make a movie about that? Is that where we're going with this? So I don't know. That's
basically Warner Brothers made a deal with the Embracer Group because the Embracer owned the rights to Lord of the Rings entirely because because apparently the rights for Lord of the Rings went up. And the Embracer Group bought the rights outright, the whole entire rights. And then they went to Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers went back to Peter Jackson and says, look, you made us $1 billion every time. How do you make us, can you oversee all Lord of the Rings movies going forward? And Peter Jackson said, okay. Yeah, as long as they're shot in my country, I'll do it. And then, that's what they did. And guess what? They have to make a Lord of the Rings movie every 3 years or else their deal, that's the deal they have. So that means we're going to get every 3 years a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, I'm not a rube. I understand that there's money to be made and all of that, but just every time one of these movies is just announced or gets made, I just say to myself, and this is Matt's clip, but I'm playing it because it applies.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking.
Oh, you think that's bad, Matt? Ryan, you're not. I don't 100% disagree with you. Also, the fact is that movie has to come out by 2027. That is the deadline, because or else they can get in trouble. Because that is when they're because they had to make it from whenever the War of Rohan came out to whenever the Hunt for Gollum has to come out by December of 2027. That is the deadline. So even if the movie's not done, they have to have it done by December, released by December, because they said that is literally the deadline.
All I'm saying is that if they make like one of the orcs look like Trump, I'm leaving the theater. Like that, and that's not a politics thing. That's
it definitely sounds like a politics thing. It kind of the way you said it like that. Is it really?
No, it's not. It's really not.
He's like, Ryan. This is what I feel about you saying that.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Yeah, save that for when we get to the Potter stuff.
But I will say this though. Look, it's Lord of the Rings. Obviously, look, the movie is like, the movie. Everyone, look, I don't think this movie's gonna flop. Which some people are like, oh, it's a flop. I'm like, dude, even the Hobbit movies, which are despised by Lord of the Rings fans, they made literally 900, 800. The worst, I think the weakest one was around like 9 something. Like, but yeah, they've all like around. I think like the 9 or 8. I think the Battle of the Five Armies or like the Desolation of Smug. One of those made around 8. One of those made 8.
I can look it up on the box office mojo.
Yeah, you can look it up. I know the first Hobbit one made $1 billion, and I think the second one made 800, and the third one made a 900. But yeah, they've always stayed in the 800 and 900 range. Like, I mean, and that's really good because I mean, you can't say none of those movies flopped because those movies have made double their bank. And so I think the only Lord of the Rings movie is the War of Rohirrim, but that was an anime.
And of all of these like post Return of the King movies, that's the one I liked. No wait. I like the first 2 Hobbit movies quite a bit, but it was like the first 2 Hobbit movies and War of the Rohirrim. Those are the 3 that I genuinely liked or really.
And nobody saw War of the Rohirrim because it was an anime.
So the first Hobbit made over $1 billion over worldwide for the first Hobbit movie. So the next one for the Desolation of Smog,
probably 8 or 9. Okay, this one was 9.
959 million worldwide. Yeah, it made a little less than the last movie did. But here's the Battle of the Five Armies and how much that movie made.
So I was wrong. None of them made 8, 9. They've all made 900 or $1 billion.
962. So it made at least 10 million more than the last movie did. So yeah, it was very successful for all 3 of these movies, hands down.
Yeah. And look, I mean, people are going to point out, oh, well, the War of Rohirrim. The War of Rohirrim, by the way, came out and it was an anime that literally a lot of people didn't even realize it was the Lord of the Rings. I mean, they try to market it like Lord, but like people realize it's like Diet Coke. Really, it's not really Coke. It's just Diet Coke. Okay. Like, honestly,
that's the problem with the Colbert Lord of the Rings, but I digress.
I'm just saying, but
people want to shit on Colbert because of his political beliefs and him getting canceled on this talk show host, and it feels like a convenient timing of him announcing this shit. For me, like at first I was caught off guard, but then reading this full news and what they're going with, I'm gonna have a little bit optimistic. I'm still gonna have to wait and see how the Hunt for Gollum's gonna do.
And also the people that hate him because of politics, don't you like this better for you because he's not talking politics? I mean, I'm saying this helps you out because he's busy writing a Lord of the Ring movie. He's not. This is what I think about Trump this week.
I'm a man with no country because Stephen Colbert has never been funny, not even on accident.
Hey, I liked the Colbert Report. I thought that was always funny.
Did you watch that Lord of the Rings rap when they have the main cast of the doing that whole edition music video?
I did on what was it, the Jimmy Fallon show, or was it no?
This was on Stephen Colbert's show.
Oh, yeah, Hugo.
Look at little Goblin Jr.
Oh, fuck off.
I told you to save that for Potter.
I thought I didn't. Matt must have.
I did not hit it. But
I did.
Yeah. Moving on to the next topic.
I'm excited. I want to hear your thoughts, though. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know. Was this a great idea, or is Ryan right? Is this just a cash grab? Okay, it seems like Twitter absolutely agrees with Ryan, but me and Matt are remaining hopeful, and we're excited. Okay, so leave us your comments and thoughts below, and hit that like button and ring the bell.
Now on to the next topic. The official of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone teaser trailer dropped online, which I had no idea that they were going to drop it this early. I mean, I know they showed the first look of Harry Potter, of Harry in the Quidditch outfit, and they said tomorrow on their social media. And we were always wondering, are they going to drop the trailer? And we
I thought
almost
it was gonna be
we
a
thought it would be
10-second teaser, like him just like the
yeah.
stuff, like him just walking, like being bullied, and then like at the end, him walking with Hagrid. And then you see the castle, and it says Harry Potter coming in 2027.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I thought was
apparently it's not going to come out in 2027. It's coming out in Christmas of 2026. Not so.
I was
9 months
completely
out.
wrong.
Yeah. Here's the story that Harry Potter trailer reviews new cast, surprise Christmas premiere date for the HBO series. Below in this first footage from the highly anticipated series, which reimagines the J.K. Rowling's 7-novel saga into a multi-season dramatic series. The first season will tackle Rowling's first novel, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which now they're going to claim it to the Philosopher's Stone now, which it was previously adapted as a film by Warner Brothers and director Chris Columbus in 2001. The trailer introduces all of the season's main characters and shows several iconic moments. One big surprise, the trailer reveals a premiere date of Christmas 2026, which is earlier than the 2027 date that had been previously announced. Another surprise, the season's official title is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Not simply Harry Potter as it has been widely assumed. Presumably each season that the title will change to reflect the novel being adapted, in with the first season going with the book's original title in the UK rather than the US title. The show introduces a young Harry and his friends Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley as they attend their first year at Hogwarts. Among the adult cast, there's Jonathan Lithgow as Headmaster Albus Dumbledore, Janet McTeer as Professor McGonagall, Nick Frost as the half-giant Hagrid, and Baba Esidu as the Professor Severus Snape. I personally was so surprised of how great this teaser trailer looked. I love the atmosphere. I love the tone of this show. It feels a little bit more grounded, even though we're in the wizarding world. And I know that they're going to try to do some of the changes that they did, but they're going to explore a little bit more in the books. And I remember watching this opening of the trailer of Harry getting bullied by his cousin Dudley. And I remember listening to the audiobook of the fall cast edition that he did get bullied in school before he went to Hogwarts. So that's something that they're going to definitely share that in the book. And I think that was a really good, interesting, and seems like Aunt Petunia was a little bit more cold-hearted, much more than we saw in the movie. And I'm buying into the casting of Harry. I think he's definitely a believable, and I think he looks amazing. And what's what?
Look at the 500 because childhood's ruined. Yeah, absolutely yes.
I disagree on that, but whatever. That's up for a different debate. But I think that the casting of Harry, Ron, and Hermione looks absolutely fantastic. And
okay, I get it now. I get that. That's fine.
Are you okay?
It's the meme. It's the I'm cooked meme. The dog.
Oh, I saw assholes today be like, "Oh, this is gonna get canceled after one season." I'm like, you don't know the Harry Potter fandom. If you think this is gonna get canceled after one season, you don't understand the market, okay? Because Harry Potter, between going to Universal Studios, like, look, Hogwarts Legacy had nothing to do with Harry Potter. Just basically was about the castle and the wizards at hand. It didn't really even have Harry Potter in the game. And it made, like, it was the highest selling game. Then you have Universal Studios, okay, or not Universal Studios they have the Harry Potter rides. Guess what? Even at Universal Studios, that is the highest, that is the most booked up line, like to go in the castle. Everyone's always in Harry Potter world, and on top of that, look, the Fantastic Beasts movies, even though they dipped in quality over time, people still went and saw those movies. You know, although people didn't like them because obviously they were like, we want Harry Potter movies. You can't just trick us with wizard movies, you know? And I think, but yeah, I mean, people really, they want this. This is what they want. They want Harry Potter, okay? They want Harry Potter, okay? By the way, the reason I watched your reaction to the reason why it's called the Sorcerer's Stone in America is because the studio requested they change it to Sorcerer's Stone because they said no one understands they feel like no one would understand what a philosopher is. So they asked them, would you change it to dumb it down and call it Sorcerer's Stone? So that's why in the American edition they changed it to match the movie's title, Sorcerer's Stone, because
they did that for the book too.
Yeah,
they did that for the book.
Yeah, no, that's what they asked.
And did you know that in the UK version of the film, they reused the scene, except they added the Philosopher's Stone dialogue in the UK version of the film.
Because in America though, the studio wanted to dumb it down. While in Britain, they're like, everybody knows who that philosopher is in Britain. No one knows what a philosopher is. No 10-year-old kid's gonna know what a philosopher is in America. And so they asked J.K. Rowling, but she changed the title on the American releases only to Sorcerer's Stone, so that way she would sell books and they'd sell movie tickets. And so but now it seems like they're going back to like, no, it was a stupid idea. It's the Philosopher's Stone, which that's what I always call it. It's not the Sorcerer's Stone. It's the fucking Philosopher's Stone. Okay?
Well,
okay, just because you're stupid enough not to know what a sorcerer is, a philosopher is, that is your idiotic statement. Okay? Guess what? And also, Ryan, Harry Potter is a legendary movie. Every year people watch it. Every year people love it. And guess what? I guarantee you, people are going to get their asses. More people are going to watch Harry Potter than go watch Dune. It's a sad fact, but it's true. There are more Harry Potter.
This was.
You serious?
You think I'm joking, Ryan? No.
To be fair, because it's not coming out. It's actually just going to be out on HBO, but it's not going to be out in theaters. So that's a major difference.
There it is. But
I'm saying, you don't think more people are going to stay home and watch Harry Potter than to go see Dune? Okay, because look, there are more.
Call.
Hi, you're a loser. Please hold.
Crap. And
Oh, this is what I feel about you, Ryan.
Look at little Goblin Jr.
Boo, you whore.
Never even seen that movie, but that applies.
That is a great movie, by the way, Mean Girls, but still, and I'm mad that you used Mean Girls against me, asshole. I actually watched that last week, by the way, but yeah, because I just love that movie so much. But yeah, no, Ryan, you don't like Harry Potter at all?
No, where did this narrative start?
You told us earlier off camera, you're like, I wish Harry Potter would just stop to exist in this world. And we're like, what?
Let me be very clear. I love the book. Like, you all can't see my bookshelf, but I have all of my original books back there hiding somewhere. And they are well loved and well used. And I've seen all of the original movies, and I love all of them pretty consistently. It's in terms of series, there's not a bad one in them, and that might be controversial, but that's my stance on it. There it goes.
I agree. I don't think nobody disagrees with you on there's no bad Harry Potter movies.
This trailer was just mid. It was just like, it was gray. Like, there was like, y'all remember Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Like, I'm calling it sorcerers because, fuck you, that's why. And so, like, you see all like warm colors and just the ambiance and all of that. And then then as you move through the movies, it gets darker.
You get the third movie, and then it's all gray and bleak. Yeah,
they just moved straight to slate gray, and so this is the ultimate definition of fixing something that's not broken and making more money because you can. So that's why. And I know that J.K. Rowling is not the most popular person in the world. I get that, and I'm not trying to dispute that here. I'm not a rube, like I said earlier. I understand why this is getting made. Like, last year I went to Halloween Horror Nights, and you know what was the busiest part of the park? Harry Potter Land. Like, the place where you get the ice cream shop. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's the I can't pull the name now.
It's not Weasley. It's not the Weasley shop. It's
not
Weasley Brothers. It's something. It's not Ollivanders. It's something shit.
Jeremiah, you would know. Help me out here. But it's the ice cream shop. And there was like a 15-minute wait. And like, the ice cream was amazing. Like, can't recommend it enough. So I love me some Harry Potter. I just don't like the idea of this show. And there's a part of me that's like, maybe it'll get shelved. Sadly, no. So here we are. And it looks like one of the TV shows of all time. It just does nothing for me. It so aggressively does nothing for me that it's drawing this reaction out of me. So that's why I'm on it.
Ryan, I understand that, brother. I understand it. But let me make this point to you. It's not erasing the films, okay? It's not erasing. It's just adding on to the films. Basically, it's like Psycho and Bates Motel. They the final season of Psycho, Bates Motel, they redid Psycho, okay? They just redid it but they did a new interpretation of that Psycho, the movie. It did not erase the Hitchcock movie.
That's a different interpretation. Bates Motel was doing it from like the events leading up to when Marion Crane showed up at the hotel.
But they do Psycho in the final season.
This is just a complete rehash. It's like they're doing nothing new. It's just they're putting new kids in the role. They're getting Nick Frost. I mean, bless him. Give him a paycheck. He is very good at what he does. John Lithgow's been very good in the past. So I'm not disputing like the technical side of things and the cast and the like. I just hate the idea of them remaking this at all. But unfortunately, you know, I understand why, and I must make peace with that, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Here's the thing why I disagree with you, that they're not trying to copy and paste off the movies. They're literally expanding upon the things that happen in the books that were not in the movies. If you paid attention to the trailer, there's certain shots in it that were not even in the movies. So they're not really remaking it, but I feel like you kind of took it the wrong way.
I know we don't do comments till the end, but Jeremiah pulled the ice cream shop. Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor. Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
But I understand Ryan. Like, but we're trying to say is the movie. Look at it like this. Like when Robert Rodriguez went and did From Dusk Till Dawn the series, he said I'm not trying to redo what Quentin did. I'm just doing the same movie, but an extended version of that, like the interpretation from like my point of view is the vampires are going to be there from the beginning, not just in the half act. He said the movie was a short story. The TV show is the novel. And that's how they're trying to do it, basically, like Harry Potter is saying. If you love Sorcerer's Stone, that's fine. You can enjoy Sorcerer's Stone, but we're just doing an extended cut, you know, with a little bit of a slight different interpretation. Kind of like, hey, look, we're gonna do like this whole like human, because they never ever showed a lot of the human stuff. They did like the zoo, and then they did that, and then they went to like, you know, the island that comes back. It never makes sense unless you read the book. And I wanted to point out some of the things that they are doing something different, that they do an extended version of this. By the way, what do you think about Snape? Series? I was like hoping they got long hair Snape. I was like, please have long hair. I thought I was so happy when they did that. I
don't mind it. I think it looks fine to me. I mean, hey, we haven't heard any dialogue from them, but there's a Quidditch match.
It sounds like Alan Rickman. He goes, "Yes, Mr. Potter." I'm just like, oh my god, he's really doing an Alan Rickman impression.
Well, he's not going to do an impression. I
know he's not. But wouldn't it be funny if he did?
It would be funny, but he's going to take the version of Snape and make it his own, and that's what the beauty thing is, to not do an impression of the previous acting. And there is a Quidditch match that is going up against Hufflepuff, and they did it twice in the book. I listened to the audio book, and it was not that long ago. There's a lot of changes that they made that were not in the movie, but it just feels like that they want to expand upon this whole thing, and I'm all for it. There's going to be some changes, and there's going to be some things that has the similar to the movies, but I feel like that they're going to stay justice to it, and I think that it's all about making the best show possible.
But by the way, Dave, me and Dave were talking about it, and Dave was like, it's TVMA, so that means is it going to be like Game of Thrones with sex and violence? I'm like, it's fucking Harry Potter. How would you even get away with that? I was like, what are they going to have, like, you know, Voldemort killing it, cutting up his parents and chopping their heads off?
No, it's gonna be like a TV PG at least for the first 2 or 3 seasons. By the time they reach their young adults, it's gonna be TV 14 rating.
Yeah, there's no way they're doing TVMA, and I'm like,
no, they're not gonna make it an R-rated show. No, and honestly, I think the teaser looks fucking amazing. And I really have more faith in it than most people. And a lot of people want to argue, oh, yeah, this is not a show we asked for. Yeah, well, did I ask for like a Carrie series that is done by Mike Flanagan and redoing it? No. But I trusted Mike Flanagan, and he's also remaking The Mist. Do I ask for a remake of The Mist?
I'd rather have a remake of Carrie than The Mist any day, because I think The Mist is awful. And I think, except for the ending.
Here's what I will say, just to try and come across as like I'm not just trying to be a dick just to be a dick. Like, I imagine we will cover this show. We'll do what we did with Peacemaker, and we'll watch the episodes as they drop.
Yeah.
So you all will get to see my reactions to it as it happens. And if I like it, I will happily go on record and say,
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
like, if I like it, then I will say that I like it, and I will own that on this date, March 25th, in the year of our Lord 2026, that I was wrong.
Flip that, Matt.
I will hold you to it, but I will say that I'm still going to go in and judge what the show is, not compare from the movies or the books. I'm just judging it as a good show. If it's a good show, great. But even if you don't like the movies, it's like Jake has pointed out, I will echo what he says. If you don't like the show, then just watch the movies. They have completed all 8 of them, even the books. It's not going to replace the movies. They're just literally just extending the things that they haven't done in the movies yet. So that's why I'm not so worried about it. And you have a great team behind it. And I will say, I want to point out one more thing. Arabella Stanton, and Kate, who's playing Hermione Granger, I probably brought this up many times before, but this is not the first time she's playing Hermione. Because if you didn't know, there's an audio full cast edition where Audible redid the audiobooks for the Harry Potter series. And they brought in voice actors, and they brought in music score and sound effects. And Arabella Stanton voiced the Hermione in the first 3 books. And I've finished the first 3 books of the audio full cast edition. And I will say, she's going to be amazing as Hermione. She is definitely the best fit to play this role. And I think she's going to surprise a lot of people. And she's probably going to be one of the breakout stars of the show.
Which brought Ryan, you're not. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ryan's not in the woods here. I mean, there was a lot of people that are like, look, the Daniel RPK on Twitter said this looks just like the movies. Why are we even doing this? It doesn't look nothing different. And look, I'm gonna tell you right now. My friend Justin, he literally said the same thing. It just looks generic and boring. It doesn't look different. It doesn't look magical. It just looks like the show Adolescence. Which I'm just like, I mean, I can understand that. He said it looks eerie and gray. It doesn't look colorful and magical. It looks like this is like Adolescence, but with wands.
Really? I don't recall the looking all gray. I think people might be colorblind at this point because I think they're
trying to match the later films because I know a lot of people like the later films more than the first 2. And so I think they're trying to match that color scheme. But I understand that. Look.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, Stephanie, me and Stephanie were talking earlier, and she told me she's not going to watch the TV show because she has the movies. To which I'm like, look, I understand it. There's people that are diehard Harry Potter fans that are not going to watch it because they're loyal to the films, and there are people that are going to watch it because they hate J.K. Rowling, and then there are people not going to watch it because there are people that are going to watch it because they're like, look, I love Harry Potter to death. I want to see what this is like. I want to see if it's different. I want to see if I like this more than the Sorcerer's Stone.
And also, I'm not going in there trying to compare the 2 of them. I don't need it to be better. I don't need it. I just need it to be as good as possible. Whether do I need it to be better? No. And people were so fucking worried that it's going to replace the movies. Like, no, it won't.
I think that's what they're so
worried about.
I think the thing that irks me is they said this is not going to be every year, which makes sense, but those kids are going to be like adults by the time you get to season 6 because
but to be fair, they're literally
like they said they're
well, here's the thing. They actually are going to put out that annually because they shot 2 seasons at the same time for the first 2. So they shot 2 of them at the same time. They're still going to start shooting season 2 around May. From what they said, they're going to production for Chamber of Secrets.
But yesterday or today, Casey Boyens, someone asked him because today the reason why they dropped the trailer today is because HBO Max is premiering in the UK and Ireland, and so someone asked Casey Boyens, "Is every year they're going to be an annual season every year?" And he goes, "No, because practically we can't do a season every year because it would just be impossible to do." So he said, "Well, there might be the first 2 seasons might come out annually, but he said season 3 might not come out for 2 years." So he said, because and so I'm like, he's going to be he's going to be an adult by the time they get to the 5th season.
Well, to be fair, they did the same thing for the movies. They didn't put it out annually.
Yeah, that's true.
They were past their age when they were doing these movies.
I know they had to age up they had to age them up in the movies.
Yep, that's true.
But yeah. I'm just curious. I'm hoping
here's to people who are complaining about a fictional character that doesn't exist.
Hey, they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
That's what I say when people bitch about a character. It's like, dude, relax. They're not real.
But that's my 2 cents on Harry Potter.
Well, yeah. Anyway, what did you think of this whole Harry Potter teaser trailer? Let us know what you thought in the comment section below, but please do not be rude because you look like a total dickhead if you do.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's now move on and let's talk about The Punisher, because we had the poster for The Punisher One Last Kill drop, and it's the hardest thing you'll ever see. Like, we're gonna warn you now, this thing looks absolutely stellar. So just
hold on, let me pop up that poster.
in the words of Scar, be prepared.
Wait, where? Oh, there it is.
Patience.
I had to do it.
I was wondering what that one said because I haven't heard it yet.
I'm actually a diehard Punisher fan, so
there's the official poster of John Berthol's Punisher, and the title's called One Last Kill. So this is not a series. Let's be clear to people who are confused. This is definitely just a 1 hour special of presentation for Marvel television show. And now it's going to be, we have a release date that's going to be coming out on May 12th, which if I remember correctly, I think that's going to be coming out maybe a week after Daredevil season 2 Born Again.
What?
So it's coming out May 12th.
Yeah.
So Born Again, I think wraps. Born Again will wrap probably like around that time.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it says that the finale will definitely wrap up on May 5th, so it'll definitely be a week after the finale of Daredevil season 2 Born Again.
I just.
So yeah, I have no notes. That is a hard poster.
You're cutting out, Jake.
The poster that kind of irks me. Hold on. Let me change my. The only thing.
Now we'll get back to Jake in just a second.
Yeah, I'm very excited, and I think that's a little cool, interesting timing that after Daredevil wraps up, and then 1 week later they put out a Punisher One Last Kill, and I believe that this is supposed to be like more of the MCU chronological, because we already know that Frank Castle's Punisher is going to be appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which that will come out a couple of months after the Punisher One Last Kill.
Yeah, I'll admit to
Can you see me?
We can see you, but you're frozen.
I'm frozen? What about now?
You're frozen.
Yeah, you are.
Can you see me now?
Yeah. Now we can see you.
Now you see me now?
Yeah, we can see you now.
Okay. Sorry, my Wi-Fi network keeps jumping back and forth, and that's why it's fucking me up. But let me say this. All right, so that poster, okay? When you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure I'm not frozen, because. All right. So wouldn't it have been cooler if John Berthol's face was painted in like war paint? And it was like it looked like someone sprayed a skull on his face, and his eyes have black paint around it, where it's just like almost like in the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes poster, had Caesar's face was painted.
Yeah,
wouldn't it have been cooler if
it's a war paint?
Yeah, wouldn't it have been cooler to have John Berthol's face and he's just got a Punisher skull spray painted on his face like in war paint, where he's just like this, where he's just like angry. That would have been cooler to me. I'm like, to have his like face painted with a Punisher skull on it. Because it's the Punisher after all. Wouldn't that have been cooler? I just think that would have been cooler. Because it's like, the poster's just generic man who's angry.
No, the poster looks like a war face. Kind of like it kind of. You know what that poster reminded me of? Warfare movie. That one with the soldier.
The poster for Sisu. That's what it reminded me of. The poster for Sisu.
Yeah, that's true too. And also, I'm just really happy to see him getting his own special even though it's only going to be a 1 hour and it's not going to be his own show. But personally, I completely agree that John Berthel's Punisher is definitely the best definitive Punisher we have ever had. I love his appearance in season 2 of Daredevil from the Netflix series. That's when he first debuted, and him on the rooftop with him and Daredevil was probably one of the best scenes in any comic book, in any medium, and their conflict and all that stuff. And I was so happy that he was able to come back for Daredevil season 1 Born Again, even though he only appeared for 2 episodes as a guest star. But I thought his return, it just, to me, I liked the show Daredevil. The show Punisher, the Netflix series. The first season was solid. The second season was very mid. It just feels like the writers didn't know what else to do with Frank Castle's character, and also the Jigsaw character was completely done dirty. And they
ruined Jigsaw. I can't believe that the Punisher Warzone did Jigsaw better.
Yeah, I completely agree on that one too. And to me, I think it just would have worked a lot better with him and Daredevil together, even though it's not his show. But it would just, when they're on screen together, they just shine every time they're on screen together.
I feel like the Punisher, I'd rather see the Punisher in a Daredevil show than have his own show, because I feel like when he has his own show, it feels like they don't have much stories for him to do except, it's Frank Castle on a spy mission. Because the Punisher doesn't have a great rogues gallery.
He doesn't really have that many rogues gallery. I mean, he's only better if he's in a supporting role, whether it's with Daredevil, the show, or his upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we don't even know how much they're going to use him in that movie. He probably, I brought this up last week, that he'll probably have at least 2 scenes with him in Spider-Man. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if that's true or not. But
just the wall crawler. Let me tell you something, wall crawler.
Let me tell you something, wall crawler. Conveniently, that him and Tom Holland is also going to be in the movie The Odyssey with Christopher Nolan. Do you know Odysseus?
Let me tell you something, Odysseus. Okay.
Let me tell you something, Odysseus.
Why does it sound like he's from Boston? Really, it's like, let me tell you something. It's like Affleck. It's like Affleck.
That's not a Boston accent. That's not a Boston accent. That's more like a, I don't know what you call it, but I can't remember.
Like a Jersey accent, or
like a New Jersey accent. Yeah, Jersey accent.
Yeah, or a Philadelphia accent. Yeah.
Yeah, more like a Philly. Yeah.
It's like literally.
I know literally Boston accent by heart, and there's no way in hell that's a Boston accent. There's no way in hell.
It's like Affleck level of acting, where he's like, well, I guess this character's from Boston now, or
I guess this character's from New Jersey, or from Philly.
It's like literally, I mean, people get shit. I'm not shitting on him. I think he's a great actor.
Greek, but to be fair, most of when they tell a lot of historical events that the characters are not supposed to be speaking English, how do they have British accents? How do the Romans speak in British accent? We'll never know.
But yeah, I'm really excited for the Punisher. I'm waiting for the trailer. But the thing is, the only thing that's exciting, it's like a 45-minute episode.
Yeah.
So that means it's not even that much. I mean, I would like it to be like.
I will say this right now. Remember Werewolf by Night, and that was an hour special. That was probably one of the best Marvel special that they put out on Disney Plus. Okay. I loved it. I don't care. I
thought the Guardians of the Galaxy special was better.
I wouldn't say it's better, but I definitely love it as much as Werewolf by Night, because I just love how they were able to bring back the 1930s monster black and white style, and how graphic it was. And I thought it was a great 1 hour special that I wanted more. I wanted more for that story. I thought that they could have done more with that. And I thought that Michael Giacchino did a great job directing that short, but it's all about how you make every minute count when you're doing a 1 hour special. Yeah. It's all about how you make everything count, whether it's long or short.
But yeah, that's what we thought about. Question is for you, though.
Yeah. What did you think of this poster? Are you excited for the Punisher One Last Kill for that 1 hour special? Or are you not excited? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.
So but now we get to Punisher's friend, the Daredevil.
Oh, I thought we were going to do Moana next.
Okay, we'll cover Punisher. Oh, no, cover Daredevil Born Again.
Wait, have we? I mean, really, why don't we wait until we get to the whole series? I mean, really, we're talking about the first episode, because Ryan.
Okay. I completely agree. We'll get to the series, the season as a whole.
This happened, I was like,
because then we get in too much into spoiler territory, and we don't want to do that.
Ryan, to Ryan. Not fair to Ryan.
No.
Let's do the Moana thing then. You know what? If I wish we had the story of last week, we should have done the Alien Romulus director.
Mm-hmm.
You still have that story or no?
No, I don't have it. Maybe it's probably on my bookmark. Let me look up on my bookmark. It's definitely there.
But I want to get to.
Oh, careful with the microphone. You don't want to bang it all over the place.
I want to get to Tommy Rockso.
Tom Rockso?
Wait,
Tommy
who?
Rockso. Because it's The Rock and he has the hair. That
Okay.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm like, who is that? I'm like, was that the guy's name? Alan Richardson beat up or something? Tommy Rock.
No, that's like Tommy Richardson.
You know what? I'm just gonna get to the Moana.
Yeah, I should do the Moana story. I will.
Okay, let me get to that. Close this stupid thing now. Okay, the official trailer for the Moana live action has dropped online, and here's the story. In the new trailer, Disney has revealed the first look at Dwayne Johnson as Maui in the live action Moana remake. Johnson voiced the once mighty demigod in the original 2016 animated film, which follows an adventurous teenager named Moana as she embarks on a quest to save her village on the island of Mautudi. Newcomer Catherine Legagina. Sorry if I'm butchering her last name. That plays the titular killer character in the upcoming live action film. The original actress who voiced Moana in both the 2016 original and its 2024 sequel serves as an executive producer alongside with the director Thomas Cowley, Scott Sheldon, and Charles Northrup. Producers include Johnson and a lot of producers and so on. And Lin-Manuel Miranda is one of the producers of the movie. In addition of Laguna and Johnson, the live-action film cast includes John Tall as Moana's father. So, for me personally, I completely agree that this trailer was very mid. I didn't like the look of it, and to be fair, I didn't really have that much faith in the live-action Moana. But even though I know this movie is going to be very successful, and I'm someone who has loved the original Moana, the 2016 version, which it's almost going to mark the 10th anniversary almost by the end of the year. That's crazy how time is flying by. I think that the original film still holds up.
Mm-hmm. It's really good, and this trailer did not. It looked awful. Please find the photo of The Rock in that horrible wig. I need to see it.
I'm getting there.
Because he looks like Fabio.
Huh. No, have you ever seen that? Have you seen that dander shampoo commercial with
Troy Polamalu?
Yeah. Like Tommy Troy? That's exactly what I was thinking of that commercial.
Yeah, this first look of him as Maui, like at first I was like, hey, you know what? I think he will be great live action Maui, but then look of it, he looks like he's coming off of a fucking SNL skit. It just looks so SNL. The production looks like it could have been done on Disney Plus movie.
It looks like Steven Tyler's hair flew off of his head and landed on The Rock's head.
Hey, Tommy Wiseau wants his wig back.
It really looks like Tiny Troy from that commercial.
Yeah, the production just looks so cheap. Even the lighting doesn't even look all that good.
All right, okay, now you're just shitting on it. Like, come on. The only thing that doesn't work is The Rock. We all know it. The only thing that doesn't work is The Rock because it looks like just The Rock with hair.
Yeah.
To which I'm like,
I will say the actress who's playing Moana, I will say that she doesn't look all that bad, and her singing looks really promising. It got chills every time she starts singing. Some of the production looks the visuals look fine, but it kind of feels like they're copying and pasting off of an animated style of the visual effects of CG and bringing it into live action, and it feels so out of place to me.
They did the same thing with Aladdin. Not
the same thing with Aladdin. I disagree with you on that one.
Aladdin looks exactly the same as the movie.
Not really. They did a lot of things different.
They had one song where a woman sings, Jasmine sings, "I will not go silent."
Matt, do me a favor. Look up The Rock making his wrestling debut at Survivor Series. I want to show you guys.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that.
His wig in the Scorpion King looked more real than this.
True, yes. Just put The Rock Survivor Series 96. It should be there.
Which one?
It's
Is it from the 90s?
It's from 96, like Survivor Series 96. he has the whole pineapple hair thing going on. I need to show you and the audience this, to show that hair, the hair that we just saw is so bad that it makes this hair look good.
Come on, man, that's garbage.
Goddamn pop-up ads. I hate that.
You what?
All right, so here's the hair. As you can see, it looks like a pineapple mixed with a dead raccoon. This hair looks somehow more dignified than the hair that we just saw.
Okay, they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
Ouchie!
It's the truth.
Oh.
I warned you.
No, it's like the audience like, what the hell's going on with the clips? Yeah, I think honestly, I don't hate the wig as much as most people. I mean, it's a wig. I mean, obviously The Rock is bald. Would you rather see him bald?
Yes.
No, I'd rather get someone else to play Maui.
He makes
I mean, but he's the biggest movie star on the planet. That's, some people are like,
I understand that, but the thing is, it just feels like he's reenacting, and it just feels like he's in a live action skit. It's great when he's doing voiceover work, but when he's trying to do live action, it just doesn't quite fit very well for me. It just didn't translate well.
Yeah, I really like The Rock. I think The Rock is fantastic. He's a great actor. He always gives 110%. I'm sure he'll be great in this movie. Okay, yeah, he's wearing a terrible wig, but I mean, at the same time, what else could you have done for The Rock? Okay, there's not much you could have done. I mean, what would you have done? I mean, I was thinking people were more upset about like he's not fat. You know, he doesn't have like a look at me.
No, I just wish he would have at least put on some prosthetic makeup to make him more unrecognizable.
He's wearing a muscle suit. He doesn't even have nipples on
he's not wearing a muscle suit. That's all him. What are you talking about?
Look at he doesn't have nipples. Look at he does not have nipples.
They have the tattoo that hides the nipples. What are you talking about?
Said he's wearing a muscle suit. The Rock even said, "I'm wearing a muscle suit" in the movie.
Did he? When did he say that? It wasn't in the promo featurette or something.
He was doing it when he was doing the frickin' the D23 whatever last year.
I don't even. Oh yeah, you might be right. You might be right about that, but it just doesn't look like he's. I've seen the veins popping up on his arms. You tell me that's a bodysuit?
Yes,
I don't know what.
You know, David Harbour weared a
genetic thing with you. Is it congenital? Did your mother drop you on your head when you were a baby?
Yeah. So listen to this, Matt. You know, David Harbour wore a muscle suit. You know, David Harbour didn't get jacked like that for Hellboy.
No. He wore a muscle suit, of course.
Yeah,
that was definitely not him.
Okay, with Shazam, he wore the same.
Yeah. That's it was more. No, it was like a muscle padded suit for the first Shazam movie, the first one.
Saying, people wear those type of outfits because
but here's the thing: it's Dwayne Johnson. He was constantly getting jacked for any role he was in, and I know he lost weight when he was promoting the movie The Smashing Machine. He lost weight when he was doing press tour, but this was like after he shot Moana live action.
He was doing that. He was doing the Crackhead movie, whatever. He was playing a skin and bones guy. He didn't have the muscles he did back then, like, you know, when he was shooting.
I know, but no, he shot the movie prior to that movie.
Yeah. Google it. Just Google and say, does The Rock wear a muscle suit in Moana?
You must be on crack. I don't think we seen the same movie.
Life's tough. Get a helmet.
But yeah, I honestly look. You might hate the movie. I'm looking forward. I've not seen the original Moana still.
Oh, dude, you got to get on that.
I know I'm slow on Disney animated movies. You know, I'm not as culturally illiterate when it comes to Disney and Pixar nowadays. The last Disney movie I sat through was Toy Story 3 in 2010. So I have not.
But who knows? But you might be right. He might be wearing the muscle suit, and you might be right about that.
But it comes out on July 10th. Wait, that is a fucking release
Which
date.
that is a terrible release date. You're putting out on the same month as The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And guess who's going to go see that movie first? Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I agree.
They are. I mean, I know that's going to be successful for the live action Moana. Because they also want to take little girls to go out to see Moana. They want it. That's going to be targeted for them too.
To put it out in November, it makes $1 billion.
Here's The Rock's reaction to that release date.
What on God's great earth?
Can we ease it out? Can we ease back on the clips? I mean, I feel like it's becoming clip show. Or like we should do one clip every segment, okay? And
fair enough.
It's like me and the Will Smith slapping.
But anyway, that's our thoughts on the Moana trailer. Tell us what you thought about it in the comment section below. Did it increase your excitement or did it not? I mean, are you someone who has faith in it more than we did? But who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
So what's the next one up that you want to cover?
What the fuck news? What
the fuck news? Okay, gotcha.
I'm not talking to Dave right now, but doing an intro for what the fuck news. Because
definitely do that for sure.
Let's do the you want to do the drama or I kind of want to do the drama. That story's just the crazy because that involves movies. The other one's just Celebrity Feud. I want to talk about this drama first. Let's do the drama.
Oh yeah, this one.
Me and Ryan were talking about this in detail last night. So I'm like, Ryan had no clue this exists. This is what the movie was about. It does not. They took this out of the marketing.
I had seen the trailer for this attached to something. I knew it was an A24 movie, and I was like, "There's no. How did this happen?"
Somehow they saw a film. They saw the film early, and they showed the plot twist of what was the craziest shit that Zendaya's character has ever done, and it doesn't get revealed in the trailer, and we had to find out, and someone gave away the plot twist.
Well, I found out because the parents of Columbine, because TMZ did a story where it says the parents of Columbine survivors say the new drama Zendaya movie is really upsetting and offensive. And I'm like, why are the parents of Columbine? And I'm like, no fucking way. And then if you know what Columbine is, then you'd be like, wait a minute, no way. And so I had to Google it. I'm like, holy shit, it is.
They have written books about it. Books, plural.
I don't understand this year. There's three movies that deal with school shootings that are in. Two of them are comedies. One is the one that Ryan saw called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
I've heard great things about that movie. I've been wanting to watch that movie.
That deals with school shootings in a funny way.
Is it really? Like I got to watch it myself to see what all the fuss is about.
I've
been told it was great,
but I want Matt to watch it for himself.
Then they have
let me judge it for myself.
A dark comedy, and then they got another movie coming out with Isaiah Butterfield.
It was because that movie was just more of a dark sci-fi comedy that deals with AI and shit and time travel.
But that is like part of the plot is a school shooting. That's why it's
an anthology story where like all these people come together under Sam Rockwell doing his best Rick Sanchez impression.
So, spoilers if you have not, but yeah, there's also a third movie coming out this year with Isaiah Butterfield, where basically a TikToker wants to befriend a school shooter and maybe hopes of stopping him before he goes and shoots up the school. And I'm like, what the fuck is up this year with school shooting movies? Is that like a theme now? People are like, you know what really is a market for? You know what the market really is for this year? School shootings, you know? You don't see it on the news enough, so we really need to get this in the theaters then. I'm like, why the fuck do I want to watch this in the theater? If I'm like, I don't even like watching it on CNN. Why the fuck would I want to watch it in theaters? You know? By the way, in case the story, by the way, that Matt was reading, if you haven't seen the movie, which it comes out this week, I'll tell you, we'll tell you the plot because half the people won't even say this, but basically, Zendaya, they're like a husband, they're a couple that's getting married, and Zendaya basically says, they're like confessing stuff like, oh, what's your biggest, darkest confession? Zendaya does, when I was a teenager, I planned on shooting up my school. I even got the guns, I got the bulletproof vest, I got like a kill sheet of all my classmates, and I got the bullets and everything, and I even wrote my suicide note, and I got the ammunition and bullets ready, and I was going to do it and even planned on the day, and all the teachers I was going to gun down too. But at the last minute that day, when I was getting ready, putting on my flap jacket and I was getting shotgun, about to go Virginia Tech on the school, I literally stopped since it got cold feet. That's literally the confession. That is the confession.
And also, I wish they had not given away the fucking plot twist and made this fucking thing a big deal. I think that was fucking. First thing, how the hell they were able to see the movie? Who fucking got a chance to watch it?
A critic saw the movie, and then I guess that they reported it back to one of the family members, and the family members say, "Hey," and then I guess or a journalist saw it, and then said, "Hey, they're doing a movie about a school shooter, but she a preschool shooter." Where basically she feels sorry because she was going to go and kill a bunch of people, but at the last minute she doesn't go through with it. How do you feel about that? And I'm sure that they got a quote from them, and then TMZ ran with the story, and that's how it all started. Like, and now everybody, which the funny, even Grace Randolph saw the movie and said, "I'm not reviewing this thing. This is offensive." Like, which I'm like, and it kind of is. Okay, it's like, why would Zendaya do that? Because
first of all, she didn't write the movie. She's playing a character that was about to do it, didn't go through with it, and that carries out the whole drama thing.
Zendaya said yes to this.
It's like, yeah, you play a school shooter, but you don't go through with it, but you plotted it all out.
Well, she's not a school shooter. It didn't took place. If it didn't happen, then she wasn't. She had a thought of it.
The implication.
Well, to be fair, an attempted school shooter. She attempted to do it.
Attempted.
You know, just because you see, like, which to be fair, that's really effed up because still, I mean,
no, it is. I totally agree with you. It was fucked up.
I'm like, I would be like, guys, this is a little, especially that this happens every day in our society.
Yeah.
Do we really need to touch upon? I understand life, you know, sometimes life imitates art, but like,
but also you don't want to shy away from reality. You don't want to shy away from that stuff if it fits into the whole story.
This is from the shooter's perspective. Like this is from like basically the shooter's perspective. Oh, we're gonna sympathize with the shooter, and I'm like, no, I don't fucking give a shit about the shooter. I care more about the victims. I don't give a shit about the shooter. I'm not wondering, hey, I wonder what the Columbine shooters, I wonder what they were thinking that day. I wonder if they felt bad that they were killing their classmates. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking, I hope that the police shoot them dead because they're monsters. That's what I was hoping for when I hear about that. I'm not hoping, oh man, I feel so bad for them. No, I don't feel bad for the shooters. I feel bad for the victims. And I feel like this movie glamorizes that. I feel like it's like those shows that Ryan Murphy does on what's it called? The monster shows that he does, like the Ed Gein and Ted Bundy and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
the Menendez brothers. I feel like those. It's just like that. It glamorizes real monsters, and that's all it is. And I mean, look, I understand Zendaya's an actress.
Yeah, she's an actress,
and I understand she didn't go through with it. But at the same time, I haven't seen this movie, but at the same time, it's like you're basically it's kind of offensive because you're basically saying, hey, I did all this horrible stuff, and as I was about to go that day, I got my gun ready to go and kill all my classmates. I stopped before I got in the door. So I'm a good person. No, I'm like, you're not a good person because you got everything ready. You were going through it. You had a kill list of all the people you're going to kill. And then at the last minute, you're just like, maybe I shouldn't do this, man. Tomorrow the X-Files comes on. I don't know. Maybe after I don't know. I'll wait.
Well, we gotta see the context of the movie before we start prejudging it. Before we start jumping to conclusions.
Which I mean, Zendaya. I mean, I don't even know. Maybe there's a flashback. I mean, that would be horrible if there's flashbacks of this because I'm like, oh no. But yeah, I'm so curious to see what because I mean the critics that have said, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
What the fuck? Like. Because it's like A24 is known for shocking twists. This is not a twist you want to hear. It's like
there's going to be legit backlash, like as a result of this.
Yeah. Like I remember when American Horror Story did a school shooting episode. That was messed up, you know, because people are like, "That's a little too soon." And they even had to edit one episode because they did a shooting, you know. Because I mean, but look, the good news is. It doesn't seem like it's going to get it's not like going to be, it's not like a movie that's like been heavily marketed, like, you know?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people don't know it, you know, it exists, you know? So, I mean, that's the good news. Cause you know, cause I think honestly, if this was like made by Warner Brothers and this was coming out this weekend, I think that would be an issue. Cause people would be like, you know, which honestly, I just don't understand. Like if I was pitching a plot twist, that seems like something you see in American Horror Story rather than you would see like, And it's classified as a dark comedy. I'm like, how is that funny though? That's my question.
I don't think the subject was funny. I think everything else was probably might have been dark comedy funny.
It's
I don't
like
think the plot twist like ah.
It's like, I mean, what is it like? What makes? I'm saying, what's the makes it the comedy part where it's like, oh, she's playing, and then Robert Pattinson's scared of her now, and it's like she's like just chopping up food, and she goes, "Hi, honey," and he's like, "Oh my god, she's gonna shoot me, isn't she?" And then he just hides under the bed, and she goes, "Found you," and then she goes, "Oh," and she says, "You want to play duck and cover?" Or she's playing Call of Duty, and she's just playing it too well, where she's shooting, and he goes, she's just going, and like, they're just like, "Oh my god," like yes. I mean, that's the only way I can think of it's a dark comedy.
I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen the movie. I have to wait and see what happens.
You know what, Matt? You should take take one for the team and review it for us. You know, we'll get like a critic.
I have no problem with taking it for the team.
Right, Matt, this weekend, guess what? Next weekend, Matt, if you go see it this weekend, next weekend, we will literally do a spot. We will take half the show and we'll let Matt just review this movie in full. Matt will be like, okay, or Matt can review it and be like, we'll call it the critic spotlight, you know, and Matt gets to review it. Matt will be like, this is what Small Zero thought of the movie. 4 stars, but not from all of us, just Matt. Just Matt Wyatt. 1/3 of Small Zero saw it and said it was 4 stars, while the other 2 refused to watch it. All right, Matt's going to take one for the team, everyone. You heard, hold him accountable. Spam him on Twitter saying, are you going to see the drama? I want to hear everyone in the comments. Spam him at his Twitter page. This is under him as his handle. Spam him at all of his social medias and tell him, are you going to see this movie? Until he sees it, okay? Until you see a review on his channel.
Jake, your pills.
Your pills.
But anyway, that's what we thought about it. What did you think about this whole controversy going on? Let us know in your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep it civil. Don't be an asshole.
Keep it civil.
Okay, another story that we want to cover, the WTF news that Alan Ritchson that Jake wanted us to cover.
This one, I actually really like this one. This one actually made me laugh.
Yeah. Apparently, Alan Ritchson will not face any credible charges and isn't pursuing charges following the bike bust-up, says Tennessee police.
All right, we gotta play. You got the clip, right, or the video? I sent you the video of him, like the fight.
Hold on, let me get to the clip. I didn't know you wanted to show the clip.
Yeah, I wanted to show the clip because that's a badass fight. Like Alan Ritchson just guns this guy. Well, because the guy, all right, context. The guy was literally Alan Ritchson. Apparently, the guy claims that Richardson's been speeding through the neighborhood, which he did from the video. He was speeding through the neighborhood, and then the guy had the smart idea to basically jump in front of him. Richardson stopped his motorcycle, and then pushes Richardson off the motorcycle and yells at him. So then Richardson gets up and knocks the fuck out of the guy and beats him fucking and then even takes his motorcycle, rams it on this asshole's lawn.
Did you watch the POV shot of him?
The Richardson speeding up to him? Yeah, I saw the body camera footage. I want to show them the body camera footage, though, because I was like, that's what I think the most interesting. Because, I mean, all we saw was just Richardson beating the guy. We didn't see the first half where it was Richardson, which Richardson, the guy even said, I pushed him, which I'm like, you just lost your case because it's self-defense at that point. Which we're about to show you the clip, which...
I'm trying to find it.
This guy, by the way, Alan Richardson, Jack Reacher, Aquaman from Smallville, Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State literally beats your ass on camera. Okay, that right there is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, right.
Not yet.
Well,
which?
While Matt pulls it up, I have to jump off a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. But like literally, like this guy. I mean, I don't understand. Like which you saw the clip, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Everyone saw the clip, which. Alan Richardson, yeah, well, everybody it started this clip surfaced on Sunday because apparently Sunday him and his sons were driving through it, and then all of a sudden Richards, like this is what happened.
Fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? For what? For what? For what? Stand in front of a fucking bike. Dude. Dude, what? You threatened my fucking safety, bro. Are you kidding me? I should knock you the fuck out now. Go ahead, knock me out. Go ahead. I've called the BPD. I've called them already because you've been driving around this fucking neighborhood like a fucking lunatic. There's kids riding around here. Go ahead. It's all on camera. Go ahead. Are you drunk right now, bro? Go ahead. Are you drinking? Go ahead. Call the police. Out of your fucking mind, dude. Call the police. You're lucky I don't fucking knock you out, bro. Go ahead. Knock me out. Go ahead. I called the police. Unbelievable, dude. I called the police. It's on camera. You're riding around here like a fucking lunatic. I should have run you over, dude. You did. You did. I'm in my house, taking my bike. You're driving around like a fucking lunatic. I called the police. I can leave now because you're a pussy. Go ahead, leave. Drive around the neighborhood because you're driving around like a fucking lunatic. And you what? I'm gonna put an assault.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, if I'm riding a motorcycle with my kids,
Assault charge on you fucking asshole. For these kids, you're not.
push me off my bike.
Go ahead. Knock me over. Fucking move, dude. No. You.
Oh, that's why he pushed him. And so this one reaches through and gets up. Goes, what is it?
Goddamn mind. Right? Fucking stay down.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Someone forgot to tell Alan that his role as Jack Reacher was a work of fiction.
Yeah, keep it playing. Keep it playing. I want to see. Like.
I feel like we've seen enough of the clip. I think we
That's
get the
great.
point.
That's what I want to see. Like the rest. I think the viewers deserve to see the rest. They want to see it. The rest.
I'm not gonna let a copyright claim on that fucking video, dude. Are you crazy?
Not to mention the age restriction thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, turn your common sense on.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the TMZ.
But also, this was a fucking self-defense. He was starting shit. Like, dude, get the fuck out of the way. If you keep,
I actually didn't see like
he pushed him off the fucking bike, and he just beat his ass. Like, hey, knock the fuck off, bro.
Now, I'm not a violent person. Like I said, I honestly, I'm one of those people. If somebody's shouting at me, I try to resolve it as much as I can. But I'm gonna tell you now, if I'm with my sons and you push me off the fucking bike, I'm getting up and I'm gonna hit you, okay? And I love how, because most people would be like, no, this is how he actually knows how to fight, because and he has actually, I think he knows jiu-jitsu or whatever. Because you see how he goes, like I love when you see real fighting, when he's just like, when someone knows how to fight, they just go,
yeah.
I just love his kids on the motorcycles with him. Like, well, I'm definitely taking the trash out when I get home.
Remind me to never piss him off.
Which he was leaving. He was just like, because even though he caused him to wreck, he just got mad. Like, you're fucking.
He was about to leave on the bike, and the asshole kept jumping right in front of him, and the bike, like, dude, get the fuck out of the way. And when he's trying to move, when he's trying to turn the other corner, he pushes him off the fucking bike. It's like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass.
And then he gets up and goes,
I'll do that in front of your fucking kids. I don't give a fuck. You're starting some shit, your ass is gonna get beat.
Which it was his Richardson's kids. It wasn't even his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richardson's kids were like watching, going, "Oh, that asshole got what he deserved." Which, by the way, people were like, "Yeah." Which, did you see that someone did AI and made a movie out of it?
Oh yeah, dude, I saw that. That was fucking hilarious. I died laughing.
This summer, Richardson really he said,
and John Cena in the AI.
Use Sora while you can, lads, because it's not going to be around for much longer.
Yeah, that's actually the story we forgot.
I have the video too.
All right, play the video.
I'll play it. That made me die.
I
I died laughing. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I love it. I love it so much.
I bet Al Richardson watches it and probably died laughing. Like, God, they made a movie out of it.
Neighborhood. One man saw a motorcycle and still chose chaos.
Fucking motorcycle pricks.
One terrible decision should have been an apology, became a neighborhood event.
What are you gonna do? You've been driving around my neighborhood like a fucking lunatic! Kick me, you piece of shit!
Gladly. This summer, don't be a little bit.
You did like that, neighbor.
I love it. I love that trailer so much. I love
that. I would fucking pay to see that movie 100%.
So that's what John Cena does now. He's retired.
He watches how other people.
He watches his fucking neighbor, his actor Reacher, beat the neighbor's ass.
That right there, AI that right there is what I say AI should be used for. AI should be used for shit like that, you know. But
it should not be used for like any like movies or anything. This is just like a fun thing to do if they want to mess around with it.
That's what I think AI should be used for. Stuff like that. And honestly, do we have the AI open AI story?
You want to cover that as the last story?
Yeah, let's do this last top story of the day. Yeah.
Before we get to that memorial topic.
We'll do this one story, and then we'll go to the Valerie.
Okay. But we gotta not do it for too long, as we're only in an hour and a half of that thing.
All right. Well, let's just do if do you have that right now? Okay. We'll talk about it in like 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. At that stage, Disney exits OpenAI deal after AI giant shutters Sora.
This is the best news I heard all day.
Yeah, in a surprise move, OpenAI will shut down its Sora AI video app just months after its first launch. And to the quote, "We're saying goodbye to Sora. And to everyone who created with Sora, shared it, and built a community around it. Thank you," the company said in a statement. "What you made with Sora mattered, and we know this news is disappointing. We'll share more soon, including timelines for the app and API and details on preventing your work." A source familiar with the matter tells The Hollywood Reporter that Disney is also exiting the deal it signed with an OpenAI last year, in which it pledged to invest $1 billion in the company and agreed to license some of its characters for use in Sora. OpenAI, led by CEO Sam Altman, is not getting out of the AI video business. AI video is one of many tools that can take from in the ChatGPT app, of course, but it appears that the standalone Sora app will be a casualty of its evolving ambitions. Sora launched last fall, shocking and awing Hollywood with its free use of established intellectual property and known actors. The company had to backtrack a few days after it launched, giving Hollywood studios and talent more control over their IP and likenesses on the platform. So what did you think of this news, Jake?
First off, I'm not anti-AI. I think AI can be used great if you done right. Okay, like if it's trying to just steal people's jobs, like for instance, like when you're trying to make, okay, let's just use AI for opening credits in a TV show. No, I'm not for that. But if you're trying to use AI for like, since if you're like, say, making Game of Thrones and you like, oh, we need 1,000 Unsullied. Okay, well, we're not going to use 1,000 actors. We're just going to use CGI, the rest, like they did. I would say, okay, well, then you can use AI instead of having to, make a visual effects artist work overtime and not pay them. Just use AI and okay, we added those in. Then I'm fine with that. Or say, for instance, video games. I'm for AI. Use the AI using in video games because guess what? It takes 4 years to make just a Batman game. Okay, it takes 5+ years to make a Grand Theft Auto game. Imagine if they use AI, they could probably speed up that process. It'd be like, okay, we have. Rather than having to have work crunch time on the stuff, you could just get AI to make a video game. You can have a game out every 2 years. Okay, that's actually good because you just get, and then you hire another person to oversee to make sure AI didn't fuck up on it. And then I think that would work if we're using that's AI done right. I don't think we should be using AI to basically, like, oh, hey, we should let AI run doctors' offices, and we should make AI run McDonald's, and we should make AI run our military. Yeah, stuff like that I'm not for. I think that's very horrible, and that's I think that's, I feel like Arnold now. Like Arnold Total Recall right now. But yeah, I think AI can be used in a good way and used in a bad way. Sometimes, like, it helps us on YouTube. Like, I mean, look, people don't realize this bottom right here, that's AI. That's AI right here, buddy. And guess what? That is AI. That's helping AI, okay? That's helping us. AI helping us, rather than us having to, like, do it ourselves. that we have to go and have to learn all these traits and stuff and have to figure this shit out ourselves. We just to go in there, we type up, say, hey, can you make this for us? Dumb, boom. I think that's AI at its finest. AI at its worst is somebody basically, we're taking away somebody's job.
Yeah, because that is worse, especially when you're making movies or trying to do television shows and you're using some of these dead actors or using their likenesses because you don't want to use CGI. You don't want to start from scratch when you're making art. And you're basically like taking shortcut. You're just imitating art.
Like, for instance, when Ted 2, they did the Bill Clinton cameo, that AI scene, that worked. I think that's AI done right. Yeah. Because obviously de-aging does not always there. Okay. And I think honestly, if they could de-age, because sometimes de-aging is just not there yet. And I think AI is actually helping make it look good. Because look, even though the voice doesn't sound good, I could not tell that wasn't Bill Clinton. Yeah. I thought at first, And I think what it was,
it looked really good. It definitely looked, I'm not going to lie, it did look good.
I think using CGI characters sometimes works that way. I think AI can
let's just say that we already know that some YouTube content creators have been creating a lot of Star Wars fan film for AI, and some of them in the early process didn't always look the best, but then the more they did it, the better they got. And that's fine if you want to use a lot of these fan fiction stories and just tell the stories that they never got a chance to be told. That's fine. But if you're using it for big movies,
you can make Ryan slave Leia in Star Wars. And I think that right there, that's just a fun. If you're doing it for fun like that, it works.
You what?
But also, it's going to be hard because you have to ask their permission for these actors to use their likenesses because you have a chance of getting sued.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, but yeah, I think using it, like fair use, I think is one thing. For instance, everybody was upset about Tom Cruise fighting John Wick or whatever, or not. It was Tom Cruise fighting Brad Pitt. Yeah, honestly, it's just too SAG does not condone. I'm like, well, first off, okay, these are just two actors fighting. It's not like they're movie characters, and also it's just a fighting scene showing like, hey, how far we come. It's like, to me, it's like a stunt video.
They did it with John Wick and Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible.
Yeah, like they did one that was a horrible like Hancock versus Homelander, which I'm like, it looked.
I did not see that one, but I did see the Terminator RoboCop fight scene. Have you seen that one?
Which I think honestly, AI. I'm glad that this is stopping though, because I feel like we should not be putting AI in like, because remember Disney was going to come out with, say you can write your own AI Disney movie now. Like, so if you wanted
even Paramount with the merger with WB, they try to pursue AI too. And
but I'm glad Disney pulled out of that because I feel like the creators should be the ones to tell the story, not some fanboy. Because next thing you know, Spider-Man's getting fucked by Shrek. Like, remember that video, the Shrek video, whatever, Tom Holland as Pinocchio?
No, I didn't.
And The Rock as the Shrek and Donald Trump as Lord Farquaad. Yeah, they had like a video a while back, like it's been on a month where like The Rock was Shrek and Tom Holland.
They definitely said that part of the.
Oh, fuck!
That video's out there. I'm not going to show you that video because it's fucked up what happens in it.
The Paramount said that part of the deal with the WBs that we will use some AI, but we will not use it to have the storytelling. If that makes sense.
I think they're trying to say, like, for instance, visual effect touch-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Just don't be trying to replace, like for Harry Potter. I think that they're probably using AI to like fix the. Okay, we'll have it out by.
Did you know the movie The Brutalist? You know the movie. Yeah. Did you know that most of the dialogue was done in AI generated for their accent that they used in the movie? And you wouldn't be able to notice, which it's not that
AI. There's good and bad AI. I think bad AI. People always say AI is evil, but like AI can be used in a good way if it's just not replacing. Like for instance, like they're trying to put like this actress named Tilly Norwood. They create a person. No, I'm not cool with that. So I'm trying to replace. Like I'd rather have like a Zendaya or a Sydney Sweeney rather than a fictional person that's not even real. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on AI. What about you, Ryan?
I mean, I'm with you. Like everything you said, I agree.
We're incompatible.
Yep. Anyway, what did you think about this whole news about them dropping this whole Sora website? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So this is going to be the very last topic of the day, and this is going to be the memorial segment about the passing. What's the actress's name? I can't pronounce it. Jake.
Valerie. Valerie, what's her name? Valerie Perrine.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Valerie Perrine. Valerie Perrine, the actress who played Superman in an Oscar nom Lenny star, dies at the age of 82. Valerie, who has Oscar nominated for Best Actress for her performance in Bob Fosse's in 1974 Lenny Bruce biopic Lenny, and appeared prominently in Richard Donner's Superman films as Lex Luthor's girlfriend, Miss Tessmacher, died Monday, and in Beverly Hills, she was 81. So,
by the way, do you know who was she was not originally supposed to about her? I feel like a lot of these, by the way, I feel like a lot of these actresses, like first off, we have like, terrible stuff that happens terrible in Hollywood. This is something we should give her flowers because she was in she was in this movie, Superman the movie, and she was in What Women Want with Mel Gibson. Like she was in that too, which
she did appear in Superman 1 and 2. She was in the sequel as well. Yeah. I never really seen a lot of her movies at all. I've only seen her in Superman movies.
Which I will say this about Valerie Perry. I always get her confused, by the way, with Valerie Bertinelli, from Valerie, the Jenny, Valerie, the one who used to be married to, the one who was married to Donny Osmond.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valerie Bertinelli.
Yeah. I always get her confused with her Valerie when I was thinking she's not Valerie Bertinelli. She's Valerie Carey. Cause it's like her. And I always get her. I'm like, okay, the one that was married to Donny Osmond. I was like, that's who I got her.
I have no idea who these people are. So
Donny Osmond, Donny.
No, I don't think so.
Donny and Marie.
No, not
him
ringing
and his sister duo band from the 70s.
I didn't watch a lot
Road Trip. He was in College Road Trip.
To be fair with you, I didn't watch a lot of 70s movies.
Okay, well, let me say they were a band, not a show, Dick. They were a band, not a show.
Okay, a band. I never even heard of them, dude.
All right, break it up. Rest in peace to Valerie Perrine.
I will say this though. I will say, going back to Valerie, she literally actually was not first cast. By the way, this is a fun fact about her. She was not first cast in Superman the movie. It was the girl from Bewitched that was cast first. The one that played Samantha in Bewitched. She was cast in the lead. But what happened was the producer said, oh, they thought her salary was too high, so they fired her and got Valerie because they were trying to be cheap and say, oh, we got to pay her this much money? Oh, we can pay her like this much money and get her. So they fired her and got her. So then the girl, by the way, Samantha from Bewitched, sued them. She sued them, and then they had to still pay her. So they still had to pay. So they had to pay twice, two different people, rather than just honoring their contract. But I think Valerie, I mean, she'll always be known as Miss Tessmacher. And by the way, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, by the way, is the scene. It's not really a deleted scene. If you've ever seen the TV cut of Superman the movie, it's a scene where, all right, so we've obviously seen the scene. I love this scene where he's talking about hitting Lex Luthor. Gene Hackman is talking about hitting New Jersey and everything. And she goes, Lex, my mother's from New Jersey. And then Lex just gives her
Hackensack, New Jersey.
New Jersey. And he just looks at her and she says, Lex, my mom lives in New Jersey. And he just goes, and like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit, man. Like, he just looks at her like, I don't care. And so I always like that moment from her. And then later on in the movie, after she saves Superman, in a deleted scene, but it's in the TV, the extended cut of the movie, there's a scene where after like Superman stops, that goes back in time and everything, Lex Luthor is like playing the piano and he's just tuning her out because Otis is dropping her to her death. He's pulling on a rope and she's tied up and he's about to feed her to like the piranhas or whatever, the animal, whatever is in the.
It was an animal. I think it was a leopard or something.
Oh yeah, and he's crying. He goes, "I'm sorry, Miss Tessmacher. I'm sorry." And he goes, "Otis, hurry up, or I'm gonna throw you two in there." And he's just.
Onto the point. Onto the point. We're not talking about the Superman movie itself.
But I'm saying that my favorite scene of hers is that scene where she's like begging Otis for her life, and he's just like tuning him out and everything. And then Superman goes down there and rescues her. And I thought she was really good in that scene, and I love her in that scene. And even though she does not appear in Superman 2 after they visit the fortress, like after that, she's not in the movie at all. Like that's
she got written out of the movie after that.
And I'm like, that's crazy to me because I'm like, she's in the movie, like, I mean, but I'm just until like the second half, and then she's gone, and I just never made sense to me. But it
it might have been because she shot a scene with Richard Donner when he directed the film, and they used the footage for that sequence. And when Richard Lester came into the picture, that's when you could tell that she's no longer present because she didn't come back when they did the reshoots.
Yeah, which is crazy because which I really do enjoy her as an actress. Like she's in What Women Want. If you've ever seen that movie, she is like Megan, I think, in What Women Want. So she's a big actress in the 70s and 80s and very beautiful lady. And she literally been having health issues for years now, and she was really good friends with the girl who played Ursa in Superman 2.
Mm-hmm.
They were good friends, and he says Sarah Douglas, I think is her name, Sarah Douglas.
She did face Parkinson's disease over the years too. Yeah.
I remember seeing a picture of her, like she was in a hospital bed, and Sarah Douglas, I guess, had brought her a Superman pillow, and so she was laying in a hospital bed, and Sarah Douglas is sitting there with her, and I thought that was so sweet. It was a so sweet photo, and it really, she's really a great actress, and it really sucks that we're losing the cast. Like we've lost almost every cast member.
But she did live at the age of 82, so it's not as a tragic. So she lived a long life. It would have been worse if she died at the very young age. That would have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
she lived a long, full life.
And I will say, rest in peace. We love you. Thank you so much for being Miss Tessmacher. And if we all can just say real quick, we should just yell Miss Tessmacher for her sake.
One, 2, 3.
Miss Tessmacher! Rest in peace, Valerie.
Yep. Anyway, how did you feel about the passing of the actress? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. That will do for this topic. Now we're just going to get into the comments. We've had like 11 of them, so it's coming to Jeremiah saying, "Hi guys, good to see you. I'm still so happy that Disney canceled its deal with OpenAI. Having AI slop on Disney Plus, we would have sucked. My sister was going to cancel the subscription once it happened. Well, yeah. I mean, it probably would have sucked that they relied on AI. Then that would have been disaster.
Instead of having Open AI, you got the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special, which is just as horrible. Next, you watched it, it's awful. It's literally just Miley Cyrus stroking her ego.
Yep,
that's all it is.
Jeremiah says,
didn't have any of the cast there either.
Yeah, Jeremiah says, I am super excited to see Project Hail Mary. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are among Hollywood's best. I completely agree with you. Also, I love The Martian. Absolutely 100% agree with you. That movie came out like 11 years ago. That movie still holds up.
The Martian's fantastic. I think, honestly, that's Ridley Scott's last good movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble.
What?
You're in the minority that he hated the movie.
I don't hate it. It's just... I just am not a fan.
And also the reason why it was so good because they had that Drew Goddard did a good job of doing the screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he should be writing the Batman movie.
Yeah. The way is this is the way into the future, but I'm happy about Monsters Inc. 2 happening in a few years. Yeah, I completely agree. It's been a long time coming that we've been waiting for a sequel.
They tried to do like a kid version of Monsters at Work called Monsters at Work, and nobody watched it because it was like, this isn't really this. I heard it was just a promotion to sell Disney Plus. It wasn't even really a true series, like a true movie.
No, that was a gimmick thing. To be fair, Colbert is a huge Lord of the Rings fan, speaks equally about it, and is extremely knowledgeable. I don't know if he'd be my first choice, but you can do so much worse. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, I mean, Diablo Cody could be writing this movie for all we know. I mean, that would be a nightmare for me.
Yep.
I saw somebody the other day, by the way, before we go on to the next comment, I saw some asshole the other day was like on Twitter saying Blu-ray, I think it was Blu-ray.com, whatever, was like, oh, Jennifer's Bodies 2 is in the works of Diablo Cody. And I'm just thinking, don't you fucking dare threaten me with that. I was like, oh, that's fighting words to me. Don't you fucking dare threaten me with that movie.
Yeah, Jennifer's Bodies is fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate Diablo Cody. I fucking hate her.
What did she shit in your cereal one time, and then that's why you hate her so much?
We've had this conversation 1,000 fucking times. She is an overpriced call girl who got lucky because all she writes is shitty fucking movies, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I wrote Jason fucking Reitman's Hightail, and all my movies I write, like Ricky and the Flash, sucks. Lisa Frankenstein sucks. Jennifer's Body sucks." There's literally a Brian from the guy from
I feel like you have too much grudge against her personally.
She writes awful movies, okay? If she'd write a good movie, I would probably be happy with it.
Well, it's subjective.
Even look, Juno, I think is the only movie I thought that was okay. Everything else, is god awful, and I fucking hate her. But yeah, that's my rant on Diablo Cody.
Anyway,
Jacob, what is with your hatred of anime? Is it just an art form? What the fuck is with your deal?
I know. I was just saying that like a lot of people did not see it. Because it's an anime. Okay, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm not an anime fan." Like, there's a lot of people that did not watch that movie because of that reason. Look, for every Dragon Ball Z fan, for every One Punch fan, there are like 10 fans that are like, "I'm not a fan of that. I will not watch that." I'm not an anime fan, but at the same time, I know there are a lot of people out there that love it. Like, look, these guys probably like Dragon Ball Z. I don't like Dragon Ball Z because it's an anime. I'm not an anime fan. Although I think it's cool. Look, I own a Dragon Ball Z hoodie and I own a Dragon Ball, and I even own a Dragon Ball Z video game, even though I'm not a fan of the anime because I'm not an anime guy. But I respect people that like it. It's like Star Wars. There are people out there that don't like Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and I get that people that don't like it. And but I understand that's the reason why a lot of people didn't go see it. I guarantee if this was a live action movie, if The War of Rohirrim was a live action film, it would have probably made a lot more money.
I mean, I will say that I'm not the biggest anime guy either. There are exceptions, but even though that there's many people out there trying to get me in the anime, it's like, dude, stop trying to get me in the anime. I'm not that interested. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not an anime hater. I'll watch certain things and be like, hey, I get into it, but then I fall off of it. It was a good trailer, but I felt the dialogue was mostly trailer speak. It was mostly talking about Harry, saying how special he is and such, but it does look good. Yeah, I completely agree. I love the trailer. I don't care.
Well, it's called a teaser trailer, so that's why they don't speak.
There's literally not much dialogue. Says, I doubt I'll be watching. I'm not a Rowling fan these days. Well, not everybody is, but
not everybody is, but people are still going to watch it because look, there are people out there that are trans, that are Harry Potter fans, that do not like J.K. Rowling, but still buy Hogwarts Legacy, that still go to Universal and ride the Harry Potter ride, that still buy Harry Potter merchandise, that still read the books and watch the movies. Just because you can like Harry Potter and not like the Arthur, okay? Look at Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft was a big old racist and named his dog the N-word. And people love Lovecraft Country, and this Black Arthur wrote Lovecraft Country, the book, because he said, I love H.P. Lovecraft. I love H.P. Lovecraft's work, but I hate him as an actor, as an Arthur. So I wrote a book about Lovecraft Country, about all of his work coming together, and I did address the racism in the book. But yeah, at the same time, you can love something and hate the Arthur. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can separate the artist to art. Separate that.
Most
people don't. Most people don't. They tried.
Jeepers is made by a child molester. And guess what? It is a great film, but it's made by a horrible, horrible human being.
And I will say, Kevin Spacey's a fucking horrible human being, but I love his acting and his work. I don't like him as a person.
He's great. And American Beauty, even though Ryan hates that movie, I love American Beauty. I think that's one of his best performances.
Poor Ryan's taking so much heat.
Ryan's taking so much heat that he ducked out. He's like, I'm out.
How convenient. I do want to see Mean Girls. Dude, you got to watch Mean Girls. How are you not watching this by now?
Mean Girls is one of the best movies I will argue, Shrek 2, Spider-Man 2, and Mean Girls is like the third one. If there's the top 3 movies of 2004, Mean Girls would be one of those 3 because Mean Girls is that good. You can watch it any time of day. It's on Netflix, Paramount Plus. I own the movie. I own it digital and Blu-ray.
It's one of the most quotable movies. It's very funny.
Fetch. Now, don't watch the shitty musical. They did a reboot of it or like 2 years ago.
Don't watch them. Watch them. Yeah,
watch the original Lindsay Lohan movie. That's the one everyone likes.
I actually think Johnson looks good as Maui. It's inevitable everyone will think the wig looks fake since everyone knows he's bald. It all looks pretty good visually. Yeah, well, I just look. I might go into this movie expecting
we can't escape the actor from the character. That's that thing. I think it's one of those situations.
When I see, it just looks like he's coming off of a cosplay.
Like when you see John Cena as Peacemaker, a lot of people see John Cena. They don't see Peacemaker.
Yes and no. I will say, but from coming from Johnson himself, he just looks like he's cosplaying as Maui. Yeah, I just don't buy him as a character.
But what's the next comment?
But it is a ton of CG as always with these remakes, which is disappointing. Some will complain because it's so similar to the original. Yeah, because I will say that some of the CGI just looks way too much straight out of the animated movie. It just looks like they're
gonna
copy
make
and
me
pasting.
contradict everything I say a lot, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. I do not like Mulan because I love the original card. That's my favorite Disney movie. Is probably Mulan, the original Mulan, and I hate the remake because it's nothing like the original. But I also hate the Lion King 2019 because it's too much like the original, not different enough. So.
No, here's the thing. I just don't like the Mulan movie, the live action, because it was just a terrible movie itself. Whether it's like the original or not, it was a terrible movie.
They removed Mushu because they're trying to be accurate to.
And also, they literally made Mulan as the definition of a Mary Sue. There's no struggle with her character. She just able to overcome just like that in a millisecond with no earned. And that was one of the
Matt literally is trying to get us on a different podcast right now. He's trying to.
No, but here's the thing. Watch the movie, and you think I'm wrong about this.
Matt, don't put us in that corner. You're putting us in a bubble. Don't put us in that.
The thing is, they just did not do it well, execute well with her character. Because if you watch the animated film, you see how she struggles. She screws up many times, and she was able to overcome it. And they did completely the opposite. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I agree with you, Matt, because I love Mulan. Trust me. And also, there's no songs in the movie, and some of the best songs are in that movie. Like "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
I mean, I don't mind if they don't add musicals. It's just as long as you just make a good adaptation to the animated film.
By the way, they removed Shane because they said it was toxic masculinity. They removed Shane from the movie, and I'm like, what?
It's ridiculous to me.
I'm like, all right, but yeah, that's just don't ever watch the original. Watch the original.
But the original is good, and so why is it being the same thing as the original bad? My only worry is that these remakes always suck so bad. Yeah, I totally agree. Even if it's I literally here's the thing. I'll give you, for example, How to Train Your Dragon live action remake. I saw it and I thought it was a really damn good adaptation, but I will say that it's definitely exactly like the original film, but yet they were able to execute it well. Whether it's like the original or not, if you want to go outside of source material and try to do something different, just make sure you execute it well, make a good movie out of it, regardless of whether it's like it or not. It doesn't really matter to me. Can the rest of the show be Jacob and Ryan pretending to slap each other?
Ouchie!
That's for you, Jeremiah. That's for you.
I think the show should be talking about the Rock's beautiful nips.
Can you smell what the nipples are cooking?
If you smell.
Remember back in the day when he used to do the titty dance? Remember that? The nipple dance where he's like, remember Jumanji and the gameplay and all those movies where he's like this, I miss those days. He never does that anymore.
Hops over to Sora. Does anyone want to see Ryan as Slave Leia? He looks beautiful.
Sure.
After you see Ryan, this is what's gonna happen after you see Ryan as Slave Leia.
Oh, fuck! Oh, that's way worse.
But you don't think I'm beautiful?
Oh, come on!
I am beautiful in every single way.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Words can bring me down.
For a moment, I was confused. I thought Jacob was saying he doesn't like the original Mulan, and I was ready to be like,
No.
fuck you, you piece of shit, but I agree the remake's awful.
All right, hey, you know what, Jeremiah? This is what I have to say.
Crap.
And I... Oh. I warned you.
All right, the comments are done, so we're a little over 2 hours, so we're gonna wrap this up for.
You're late, man. Always late.
Nice call. We're gonna wrap this show up right now. We don't want to go too over time, but anyway, what did you guys think of the show? Did you enjoy watching us bitch and complain and geek out at the same time? Let us know what you thought in the comment section below. And Jake, what do you got coming up?
Read the comment. I got 2 comments left.
Oh,
thank you, Jeremiah. I'm feeling the love.
Okay.
I feel the love tonight. It is where we are.
Anyway, Jake, sorry, go on.
I got doing cosplay for Ryan as Slave Leia, where I'm gonna paint him like Rose from Titanic. But
wearing only this.
There's gonna be it's an on check our OnlyFans, Small Zero OnlyFans. You'll see all the stuff, lots of action there. But yeah, the next thing, but yeah, the my channel 3D Movie Cinema, where I will have a review for Batman '89 this Friday. So yeah, I'm kind of doing maybe a little bit of a road to Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight game, because I'm a big fan, excited for that game. So I'm covering Batman '89 this week. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be reviewing. And we do Talking Gotham every week. And yeah, so that's where you can find us in Small Zero. But yeah, that's where I have.
Ryan, what do you got coming up?
So 1996 project is ongoing. Okay.
Damn. Jeremiah just keeps blowing up in the comments. Ryan's OnlyFans keeps coming up. Where is it? I'm gonna super false advertising. What the?
Boo, you whore.
Jesus Christ, dude. You're making us go overtime, I swear to God. But what do you got coming up, Ryan?
1996 project episode drops tomorrow. Myself and Russell Howell will be reviewing VHS 1994 on Friday. Spielberg project is ongoing. Talking Gotham, of course. So yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, you can find my YouTube channel at MattWyatt92. I put up my trailer reactions to the Harry Potter series. You can go find my full review of Project Hail Mary. And yes, I'm gonna continue with Talking Gotham with these guys. So definitely check that out.
And you're supposed to review us another movie for this channel, for the Small Zero channel, called The Drama. Don't skip that shit. Don't. Hey, Jeremiah, make sure you message Matt. Make sure you message Matt to make sure he asks him every day if he's seen it yet. That's your job.
Ouchie! That's what you get for being a dick. But anyway, thank you guys for watching our channel. Go and check us out. I'm gonna put the YouTube channel in the link in the description below, so you can follow our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening for wherever you're from, and stay tuned for more of our content.
Have a good night.
Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie.
Jesse Jackson for VP.